sweep, and then you can vacuum. I can handle some needles, but not like.
Hi, welcome to Vlogmas. I believe this is day 7 of 12, and I'm feeling a little down today. I'm feeling a little blue, so I did some art and I spent some time with my family. I had a coffee. I finished this drawing. It's based off of my friend's name is Aoife, and there's a folklore about someone named Aoife who turns 4 children into swans. So there's 4 swans. I wasn't confident in my ability to space out a 4th swan, so I just did his little feetsies for the 4th one. It feels really good to make art. I started making visual art again this year, and it has been like super healing. I think, you know, I've always known that creating art is part of my purpose, and one of my, you know, part of my spirituality is like creating art and worshiping art. And I thought, you know, I've been primarily focusing on creating writing the last couple years, but I've always loved drawing, and I started drawing like trees with this like cross-hatching style, but it kind of expanded to being about other things. Yeah, I'm just feeling a little blue. I'm thinking about like my impending mortality and the impermanence of life, and I'm like ruminating on my mistakes and grief and loss in my life. But we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on Christmas, because Christmas is a time of joy. You know what? I watched Love Actually recently, and you know that crazy scene when the guy goes to see Keira Knightley and holds up those fuck-ass poster boards? He's like, it's Christmas, like, Christmas is the time for telling the truth. That's a crazy reason to home wreck on Christmas. Yeah, although I do think Christmas is Christmas. I mean, I think we should always be telling the truth, but like, is that a thing? Because also the girl who worked for the prime minister was like, if you can't say it on Christmas, when can you? Is that a thing? Is Christmas a time for confessions? But yeah, I think I'm going to hang out today. I have some videos to edit. I will be doing some reading. I started a new Christmas book. Oh, since it's Vlogmas, let me do a little quick reading check-in. So this excellent book, Kiss Her Once for Me. I have so much to say on this. I've said a lot on my TikTok about this, but basically it's a sapphic Christmas romance. This is one of my favorite romances of all time. Like, not only is it one of my favorite Christmas books, it's one of my favorite romances, like up there with Lady for a Duke and Chris and Bond Plan a Wedding, and like, what else? Any Allie Hazelwood book. There's another sapphic romance I'm missing that is like absolute excellence. Like any Ashley Harry Blake books, like Delilah Green Doesn't Care, A Lady's Celestial Guide to Mechanics. Like, this is high up there on the list. And it's basically about this artist, and she is like kind of disconnected from her goal, and it's also about this like Asian American mask butch lesbian. Well, mask butch is kind of redundant. Those are different things. I meant butch lesbian. She's a butch. And one of the quotes in this is, "I'm not your manic pixie dream butch," which I did include in my digital collage for the book. But yeah, I love both of these characters so much, and there's like a fake dating trope in here, but it's not like the protagonists are not fake dating each other. It's still fun though. There's like non-binary rep. Yeah, it's great. It's a really great book, and I finished it in like 2 days. And I'm really conflicted about if I want to read 100 books next year. I've had some people on TikTok advise me against doing it because I know a lot of people are kind of like judgmental of people who read really fast, and I'm not a fast reader, but with 75 booked, where I've been reading 2 45-minute sessions a day, I've been more focused on finishing my books. And I think I've said in previous vlogs, I think it's okay not to finish books, especially if it's poetry or nonfiction. Like, I think it's okay to just read like an essay and like return to it throughout your life. But as a mood reader, I often will pick up books and books and books and then never finish them. Like, I just picked up Freedom is a Constant Struggle by Angela Davis for the first time since January or February. It's December. But I would like to reread the whole thing in one go again someday, but for now, I'm just kind of taking in more of the knowledge that I'm listening to now because it's an audiobook. But I'm like really considering reading 100 books in 1 year because it's just like, I feel like it's just like a fun goal. I want a goal for myself, and if it's what makes me happy, what's wrong with that? But I also think it could cause me stress towards the end of the year. But it's only 9 books a month, which is kind of a lot for me. But at the rate I've been reading, I think I could do it. I think it depends on if I am gonna be working full-time while I finish my research arts thesis. I've been applying to jobs like nonstop. This market is horrible. But if I do end up working full-time, I might amend my book goal. But also, if I end up working in publishing, which is the goal, then I can include the books that I read for work in my reading goal. But yeah, I feel like I've been really reconnecting to art today to feel better. I've been listening to music. I feel like there's this pressure that I feel to constantly be productive and like constantly be on the grind, especially while I'm looking for work. Because if I don't grind, I just feel very like judgmental and like negative towards myself because I'm like, oh, I'm wasting my time. Even though I'm literally on winter break, like I still have thesis to do. Like, it's not like I'm just doing nothing. Although technically I already did 1 thesis. This is my 2nd thesis, and I am just being extra to do that. So I could, let's not overthink it, but whatever. I'm basically feeling this constant need to be productive. And when I was drawing, I was like, okay, I could read while I'm drawing so I could get more reading done. But I was like, you know what? I just want to focus on myself. I want to relax. I want to just listen to music. I want to do something that is for myself, and it is not for the purpose of producing something. And also, like, this art, it is Christmassy because it's part of a gift exchange for my friend Aoife. He knitted me or crocheted me one of those like kitten beanies. I'm so excited. It looks so cute. It's like green and brown. As I've transitioned, I've been wearing more neutrals. I think men can wear pastels too. I just like feel more comfy in neutrals sometimes. I still wear pastels and bright colors, but I used to never wear neutrals, so this is a good transition. Just because it allows me to like feel good in myself. I think all men and trans men can wear any colors, but yeah, I also wrote a Christmas poem yesterday. It wasn't like Christmas themed. It's a poem about my family for my new poetry manuscript. And I wrote about this image, this photograph of my grandmother holding my mom as a baby and feeding a baby cow a bottle of milk in her living room, because that is so like indicative of my family and like the history that is in my family of like, you know, farm core, hunter core, and just like I like the levels of like ancestry and like motherhood. So I wrote the poem. My brother read it and he said, I think mom will cry when she reads it, so let's hope she likes it. And it was interesting because I felt myself like leaning towards my like darker, more grotesque style of writing that I often feel comfortable in. But since it was a gift from my mom, I wanted it to be like a softer piece that creates like a feeling of peace, and it's more like memory keeping than like creating a sense of discomfort or like aestheticism in my work. And I say more about that in my writing blog. I'm working on a writing blog and I'm working on a reading blog, so I'll probably do some recording today. And you'll see that content later. But I think I've thought about, so I need to wrap presents. This probably won't be in this vlog because I don't know where the wrapping paper is. My dad got the Christmas tree today, but we're decorating when my sister gets here. And so I'm probably just gonna be like reading and doing admin stuff and writing today. I maybe will watch some Christmas stuff, and I'm gonna include a bunch of like Christmas clips from the last couple days because I haven't been doing daily vlogmas. And yeah, I'm just like taking the day to take care of myself and create art. I think another idea I have for handmade gifts is, so I'm gonna write more poems for my family, but also I can take my time with poems and I can be kind of precise and like critical about my work. So I also thought it would be nice just to write letters, like to write favorite memories for each family member. I have 5 siblings and they're bringing their partners. Some of them are bringing their partners, so I don't know that I'll be able to do one for everyone, but I thought it would be nice to like write some letters. I think that's a nice gift idea. Yeah, but that's my check-in. I'll probably check in again later today, and thanks for being here. Merry Christmas. You like it?
Great plan, Harry.
Shake his hand. Oh, I wanted them.
Well, Mr. Duncan.
Oh, he does love his Christmas tree.
I know I don't deserve a Christmas. Even if I... Trust me.
In the street almost every day.
Me? Come out tonight.
As farmers lumbering down the street, down the street.
What is it you want, Barry? What do you want? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. Hey, that's a pretty good idea.
Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Yes, I think this is cute.
And the hope that somewhere in the city is that one person that's meant for you.
Listening. Oh, I know that. All I'm saying is this might be the golden opportunity to find out who you really are.
I got you the best drink in town, but I didn't know if you liked a little dollop of whipped cream or a big dollop, so I got both, and you can have each one. Well, the little big dollop. Hey, you look great, by the way.
Thanks.
Really great.
Thanks, I'm feeling good. I've been working out with Arthur.